I'm just going to do this quick video about my baby's eczema. A lot of people have been asking what's on her face, what's going on. So I'm going to tell you that she has eczema. And Dad, is that what you're saying? You can see it on her forehead, on her cheek, on her other cheek. She has one spot on her arm. So when she was probably like 6 weeks old, she started getting like itchy on her head. And I thought she was just like rubbing her nose or like trying to get her thumb in her mouth because she sucks her thumb. And she would scratch it once in a while here and there. And, I would put stuff on it. It would go away and then she'd scratch again. And I would have to hold her a lot so that she didn't scratch her face. So then around 6 months old, I started feeding her solids. And it was like literally like that next week, she broke out. Like, I don't know. They say there's like a correlation between your gut health and your skin, like your having eczema. So I don't know if that she was just her gut couldn't handle solids yet because I breastfeed. And so at that point, I was like, okay, maybe it's something I'm eating. So I was like, I'm going to cut dairy out for an entire week. And I cut dairy out for a whole week. And it seemed like her eczema got a little bit better. And I was like, maybe it's not it though. And so we went out somewhere and I ate like a quesadilla and like, I had cookies and half in my coffee. I really went to town. So when we came back, she didn't break out that much, but she definitely wasn't better. So then I gave it another week. I started feeding her again, and like that week she got really constipated. And I was like, okay, so this is weird because she usually goes every day, and now she's constipated. And I was still feeding her solids, and I was like, I'm done feeding her solids until she goes to the bathroom because I want everything to go back to normal, like almost like a reset. Because I was like, what was it that I gave her that she's not digesting properly or she's having a harder time digesting? So I cut solids and I drank a ton of water. I took a ton of vitamin C, and finally she went. I had to help. I had to like push her legs while she was going, but she got it out. It took a while. It took like 3 tries finally, and then she went a ton. But then I was like kind of scared to put her back on solids. So then right after that, she broke out so bad with the eczema. And I was like, okay, I need to figure this out because, so like we called her doctor and it was like, okay, well, if it's not bothering her too much and it's not infected and, everything's okay, like you have to try different, like solutions on her, like Aquaphor and, different things to help her, like not itch it and stuff like that. So I was like, okay. And then like a big thing is diet. Like, what are you eating that might be like making her like this? And it's annoying because it's like, okay, my baby is, 7 months old almost at this point, and now I'm gonna have to cut things from my diet. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna cut dairy. I'm gonna put certain cream on her. The cream wasn't really helping that much, but the cutting dairy, I was like, okay, I'm seeing an improvement. And then one day I was like, I don't know, I don't think it's dairy. I really want this chocolate caramel. And I ate it. And the next day she broke out even worse than the time before. So then I'm like, okay, I feel so bad. I know that it has to have something to do with what I was eating. The downside was I gave up gluten and dairy. And so what happened was I ate that chocolate caramel knowing I was doing it, but I had also eaten a pad thai, and the sauce, now that I think about it, well, after the fact, I was like, oh my goodness, there's always wheat in that sauce. And then it was like peanuts are also a trigger, so it could have also been peanuts. So then I move on and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like, I am not eating any more dairy or gluten. I felt so bad because she broke out, and it keeps her up a little bit at night. So I stopped dairy, I stopped gluten, I stopped oats, I stopped eggs, and I stopped nuts, okay? So all those things I stopped. Well, 1 week later, okay, she was improving, she was doing really well. We went out to eat for my nephew's birthday, and I didn't want to go, but I went, and then I asked them about some food, and I was like, does this have dairy in it? And I kind of was like, it probably doesn't, but the girl, it was a young girl, she's like, no, totally had dairy. Well, I ate it. It was coleslaw, and like it was really creamy. I know they use mayo, but I'm like, there had to have been cream in there too. And so I ate that. But the other thing I ate that might have had dairy, but also was nuts, was peanut butter fluff. And I wasn't even thinking. I just wanted dessert so bad. So I ate it. And the next day, oh my goodness, the eczema was even worse than the first 2 breakouts. So now I'm like, okay, I am done. I am not letting this baby get another breakout, because if it's my fault, that is so sad. Well, an entire week passed. I was so good. I ate only specific things. And then I was like, I'm going to go to Whole Foods and I'm going to buy some things that are good. Well, I took my kids, and my 7-year-old loves ranch Doritos, but I do not buy that for him, because I'm like, all right, that's like, you know, like he would eat the whole bag. So I'm like, I'll buy you the healthy version. So I bought him the healthy version from Whole Foods. And wouldn't you know, I didn't read the ingredients, and I ate them for 2 days. And she was doing so well with healing from the buffet. And then she broke out. And this time, it has been the worst. And I was like, why is she breaking out? Because I didn't even dawn on me. Because they're tortilla chips. So I'm just thinking they're tortilla chips for some reason. And then I read it, and I read the ingredients, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my poor baby. What am I doing to her? So I know it's not my fault, and like she has to drink milk. But at the same time, you feel like bad, because it's like, it's my milk. So anyway, what ended up happening was I stopped, but I ate them for 2 days. Like I ate half of that big bag. Like I'm not eating hardly anything that like I used to eat. So that just tasted so good. And so she has been definitely recovering from that. And, you know, the way that eczema is, it's like it gets worse before it gets better. I don't know if anyone has suffered from eczema, but it's like, okay, you see a little bit of a rash. Well, it's going to break out, and now it's going to like kind of get bumps on it, and you just have to watch it. You have to make it, keep it clean so that it doesn't get infected and stuff like that. So then I was like putting some coconut oil on it, and I don't think it responded well to her either. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try the Aquaphor. If you guys have any suggestions, please comment them. I definitely don't want to try any steroid cream until like it would be 100% necessary, just because like that is last resort. So I am just trying what we're doing now and seeing what the improvements can be. I am going to have like a list of specific things that I eat to make sure that she actually, that I'm not making any mistakes this time. Also, I'm not eating peanuts because I'm wondering if she has some peanut allergy. So we made an appointment at the allergist as well, and they can do blood work to see what she is allergic to. But for some reason, allergist appointments kind of go far out. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll update you guys on that. But yeah, it's been a little bit of a journey. She's my first baby that has this. My kids always get like weird random things. My first, I couldn't have any dairy because he would get constipated all the time. My second and third, I could eat whatever I wanted. For her, until 7 months, I could eat whatever I wanted. But now I can't. You're giving me some trouble, aren't you? But that's okay. I've lost 4 pounds in a week from this diet, or should I say restriction. But that's okay. I know I'll gain it back eventually, and I'm glad to do whatever it takes to still give her breast milk and have her be a happy, healthy girl. So yeah, so bear with us if you see her eczema and then the troll comments that we get about what's wrong with her face. Yeah, unfortunately it's not on the other parts of her body. Like she has a couple of pieces, but it's mainly on her face, on that beautiful face. But you know what? Beauty's on the inside, and I hope my girls always know that. Yeah, you're beautiful no matter what, if you're nice, and if you're caring, and if you're loving. Yeah. Yeah, and it's okay. Everybody looks different. Everybody's different. You're a beauty girl anyway. All right, so if you like our page, please subscribe and join our family. See ya.